hard-on I have for 1995 movies. Let's just shout out some of the hits to remind them what else came out in 1995.
Yeah.
We have Toy Story, we have Seven, Casino, Heat, 12 Monkeys, Apollo 13, Strange Days, Get Shorty, GoldenEye, Braveheart. That's good company. And most of those are fall movies, with the exception of a few of them. They're all fall movies. Dead Presidents comes out early October. Another movie that you and I just covered very recently, Strange Days, I think opens up the week after Dead Presidents does.
That's insane. Right there. And the fact that both of them didn't pull in the numbers.
Yeah, ridiculous. But 1995 is a stacked movie year. If you don't believe me, look at any of those movies on the list I just read you. Where do we even begin? Since there's not a whole lot of notes.
Before we talk about the movie itself, do you want to discuss the characters?
Sure.
Do you have somebody that, well, everybody's fantastic.
Everyone's so good. Lorenz Tate, man, it's a shame that he didn't become a bigger star.
Yeah.
You know, he's obviously the breakout star of Menace to Society. He's in Love Jones shortly thereafter, good movie. He is unfortunately in The Postman, not a good movie. He's in Ray, he's in Crash. He plays Frankie Lyman in Why Do Fools Fall in Love a few years afterwards. Not a great movie, but he's very good in it. Again, killer soundtrack. And then recently, when I was doing the research, I see that he's been on Power.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's the original Power or
it's a Power book, I think it's called.
One of the offshoots, because they kind of spun off like pretty much every character in the Power universe.
Do you watch that? Is that good?
I haven't seen it. I see trailers for it all the time, and it's like running on Stars pretty much 24/7 because there's so many different shows now.
Yeah.
But I know he's been on that. But it just kind of bums me out when I see Menace to Society and when I see Dead Presidents to think, man, like, he should have been a bigger star because he's great in the Hughes Brothers movies especially.
He's also in, I don't know if you ever saw it, and it's not a great movie, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine, Waist Deep with Tyrese Gibson. Oh,
that's the one where he makes out with...
Making Good.
Making Good. You guys are always making fun of.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I've seen Waist Deep.
Yeah, he plays like his... a relative of Tyrese's character.
Okay.
That's like kind of like the fuck up or whatever, but it's fun.
He's great. Obviously Keith David rules.
Yeah.
As Kirby, who is a Korean War veteran, and not necessarily a crime boss, but runs numbers when we first meet him. And Anthony in 68. They graduate in 69.
Oh, okay.
But I think the movie starts out sometime in like the winter or like fall of 1968.
Because he's running numbers for him already. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. He's awesome. Chris Tucker as Skip. And 1995 was his breakout year because he has Friday earlier in the year. And then Dead Presidents in the fall. And it's another one where it's like, wow, like Chris Tucker could have had a good career as kind of a more dramatic actor if he had done more roles. But he's really only this and Jackie Brown for like the one scene where he's kind of more... I know he's got some good lines in this, and I know even his scene in Jackie Brown is kind of played for laughs. But he's not doing straight comedy. But unfortunately, he just sticks with comedies. What's the first Ratner movie that he does? Money Talks, I think?
Yeah.
Money Talks, and then obviously the 3 Rush Hour movies. But between the Rush Hour movies, he doesn't do anything.
I know you don't like Ratner, but come on, man. You don't like Money Talks?
I've never seen Money Talks.
You've never seen it?
I don't think so. That's with Charlie Sheen, right?
Yeah, it's...
I don't remember seeing it.
It's so funny.
I have seen the first Rush Hour.
Mm-hmm. Which is great.
Which is good. I haven't seen the other 2.
You're not missing much.
And then obviously his like showcase is The Fifth Element.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years after this, I think Fifth Element was the same year that he does Jackie Brown. But like we've said, he's only in that one scene in Jackie Brown.
Did he just stop acting because he found God or something? Or
I think so, because I think that was his reasoning for not wanting to do the other Friday movies. Mm-hmm. Which good on him, because those are dog shit.
You don't like Next Friday either? Just the first one?
Just the first one. That's the only one that's worth discussing. But I wish that he had done more dramatic work. But yes, you're right. He's great in Silver Linings Playbook, but I still see that as more of a comedic role. I know that he's in Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, so maybe that's like a dramatic role, but even that is a small part, and that movie is no good. But I think that was the last film that he did, and that was probably, 2016, maybe? I don't remember. It's either 16 or 17 when that movie comes out. But it's no good, and he doesn't have a big part in it anyways. I just wish that he had done more roles like what he does in Dead Presidents, and even in Jackie Brown, if he could have had a chance to do something else like that. No, I shouldn't say if he had a chance. If he had decided to. Because like you said, he kind of went away from acting, but he shows up every now and then whenever he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he could have had a great career as a more dramatic actor if he wanted to switch it up between doing the comedies. Oh, we got to talk about my man Bokeem Woodbine, who's Cleon in it, who's the preacher's kid, who's the craziest person in Vietnam.
Yes, by far.
Yeah, which we'll talk about. But man, that's another guy that I wish would be in more, or wish he would do bigger, more mainstream stuff.
Yeah, he's always just in the background.
I mean, he's in The Rock, I think, the following year.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good in The Rock too. He's one of the soldiers that kind of gets some more screen time. Which all the mercenary soldiers in that movie are pretty great. You got a pretty good collection of mercenaries in The Rock. Because like Tony Todd is one of them. David Morse is one of them. Ed Harris, obviously. Steve Harris. John McGinley. I'm trying to think of like all the mercs in The Rock. But Bokeem Woodbine is one of them. I think his breakout movie is Jason's Lyric.
Mm-hmm.
Like the year before Dead Presidents, probably. He's far and away the best thing in Jason's Lyric, which is kind of a meh movie, in my opinion. But he's good in it. He's kind of playing the fuck-up brother. He, too, is in Ray. The Big Hit.
Yes.
He's in The Big Hit, which he's isn't a great movie, but is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got like just super bit parts in Spider-Man: Homecoming and even like the latest Ghostbusters movie, which I didn't see, but I know he's in it, but I don't recall him being in it for very long.
He goes back to...
He's the sheriff, right? Of the small town.
Yeah. And he's also in Overlord.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The World War II movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember you guys covering that. It's the movie I still haven't seen.
When they drop down from the plane, he's like the sergeant of that platoon or whatever.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I do want to shout him out. If you've never, or if you have ever seen the TV show Fargo, he's in the second season. It's an anthology, so one season doesn't really have anything to do with the other beyond like some very, very like small connections possibly. But he's in the second season. The second season is fantastic of the show. Every single actor in that second season is amazing. You got Ted Danson, Gene Smart, Patrick Wilson, Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons, Zahn McLaren, who was just recently in Dr. Sleep. They're all fantastic in it, and Bokeem Woodbine is so fucking good playing like a gangster out of Kansas City. And I wish that based on that performance alone, he had gotten bigger stuff afterwards. Because goddamn is he good in that second season of Fargo. So definitely check out that second season of Fargo on Hulu if you haven't seen it. And watch for Bokeem Woodbine. He's awesome.
Bokeem's also in, I don't know if you've seen it, but he plays Reese Witherspoon's boyfriend in the first Freeway.
I think I have seen Freeway a long time ago. Kiefer Sutherland, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a Red Riding Hood spinoff.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a wild movie. It's good. I love it, but he plays her boyfriend.
Okay. That's probably pre-Dead Presidents, maybe?
I want to say it's 96. Here.
So just after Dead Presidents.
Let me fact check myself real quick. Yeah, 96.
Okay. So just after this. Yeah, he's a preacher's son, does some awful shit in Vietnam, then comes back home, goes back to, or takes over for his father as the preacher, and is a pivotal role in the crew for the heist. Who else? Those are like the four main. We have Fred Rodriguez as Joe or Jose. Well, I definitely want to shout him out in Planet Terror.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome in Planet Terror. Probably the main character next to Rose McGowan.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's so good in Planet Terror.
I know.
I know he's briefly in Can't Hardly Wait.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and then he was on Six Feet Under for a long time on HBO.
Harsh Times.
Yeah, he's great in Harsh Times. Yeah, both Harsh Times and Planet Terror are around the same time, within probably about a year of each other. Both are great performances. I think the problem with Harsh Times is he gets overshadowed by Bale.
Yeah,
because Bale's so great in the movie.
Yeah,
but Rodriguez is good. He grounds that film.
Terrence Howard.
Oh God, Terrence Howard. What did you say just before we went on there?
That he's basically doing the whole Hustle and Flow thing before Hustle and Flow. So it's funny to go back, having known that movie exists now, and seeing him, the prototype of that character, pretty much, you know.
The swagger, the hair, the accent.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Why don't you get the fuck off my motherfucking tape?
He's good. That's an early role from him. I don't think he had done a whole lot before Dead Presidents.
He really doesn't have much screen time, but when he does...
He's only in like two... Yeah. Technically 3 scenes, because he pops up right when Anthony comes back from Vietnam.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty much like the neighborhood bully type. Who just... I don't know if it's just because Anthony's like a smaller guy that he just tries to muscle him around and treat him like shit. Especially because, you know, when the movie starts... Obviously, Anthony's supposed to be a high schooler, hanging around the pool hall, and Terrence's character doesn't like it very much. No,
he even remarks like, "Isn't he a little young to be in here? Or is he old enough to even be in here?"
Yeah.
And then he tries to hustle him and ends up getting beaten and does not take that well. But then later on, Anthony gets his revenge on him because he's talking. Cowboy is talking shit the entire time, and then Anthony just
wails on him with the pool cue,
loses it, and beats the shit out of him. And it's funny because when that happens, Joe tries to stop it, and Kirby stops him and says, "No, let it happen because this guy deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually they'll jump in because they can see that Anthony's just beating the shit out of Cowboy.
Another standout that he doesn't have